Whether it's going to an arboretum or just doing some good old-fashioned coloring, taking time to relax and de-stress is really important. So that's what today's video is about. Hi guys. You ever have a time when it's just really difficult to think of anything to draw or paint or sculpt or whatever? You just don't feel like you have it in you to make something specific, but you'd like to make something, like to just kind of feel like coloring, I guess. Well, guess what? That's what we're doing today. I had a day like this and I decided to just start putting some blobs on paper. As you can see, I started out with my markers, mostly my Ohuhu markers, which I still really love. And so if you want to do this with me, I hope you will. And you can do it however you want, obviously. Like I said, I just started kind of tried not to think too much, which is really difficult to me, quite frankly. Difficult for me, excuse me. I forgot how to talk. Just kind of put blobs on the paper. I did kind of do a thing where I alternated cooler colors with warmer colors. So you probably already know, but the cooler colors tend to be in the blue and kind of green range, and purple. If they have more blue in them, then they tend to be considered cool. If they're warm, then it's kind of like they have more yellow, maybe red in them, all that. Anyway, so now I'm using colored pencils, and it's, as I put on there, my Arteza colored pencil set that I really like. I love the colors in it. So after I made my blobs, I outlined them with a gold Sharpie, and now I'm just going in some areas where I think it'll work, adding some designs, like here it's some leaves with the colored pencils. And again, just trying not to think too much. Just like, it's like when you're just doodling, right? This one ended up looking a little like an Easter egg in a way that I didn't really like. So I mean, it's fine. It doesn't really matter, but you know, when you're doing this and you don't really like a part, the great thing is you can just change it. So I will do that in a little bit, but yeah, the point is just to have some fun and put some marks on the page. Now I'm adding some gouache paint. This blob in the corner to me ended up looking like a weird fish or a guy or something, which was kind of funny to me. So I kind of developed that in a bit. And yeah, changing the little Easter egg thing down there a little bit. But this is just good stress relief. This is nothing new. I'm sure you've heard of it, doing it before. Maybe you have done it before. I think it's always good and important to remember that every time we make art, oh, these are oil markers, by the way. I don't know if I've ever used them on here. These are fun too. Yeah, it's important to remember that when we make art, it does not have to be something that's gonna go in a museum. Rarely is what we make gonna go in a museum or in a book or whatever. So it's really to have fun. You don't have to be an amazing artist to make art. And I hear it all the time because I teach art to junior high and high school students, and I'll hear it from them, or well, not so much from them. I hear it more from other people, especially adults, you know, that they can't draw a stick figure, they wish they could draw, and I get it. I would say the same thing if I didn't do this regularly. But because you feel like you're not good at it, if you like it, that doesn't mean you can't make art, kind of get the marks out of your system. Yeah, these oil markers, by the way, they're kind of like, you kind of have to shake them, kind of like spray paint or something like that. And this was the one I was having trouble with, is the copper one, and it just doesn't really seem to want to work that great. Maybe it's me. Anyway, this is it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have fun. Remember, you don't have to make something perfect to have fun making.